Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
To the air, it's Barnes. Coming after it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. The run to the left. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down on the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off of the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Running to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Dennis. He's loose. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback will audible. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting tackled for loss.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground and forcing a long yardage situation for your offense.
Yeah, life is chaotic for this quarterback right now, David. No doubt about it. This pocket is collapsing, and you saw it on that last play. He does not have time to set his feet, survey the field, and make an accurate throw.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Dennis. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box. More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
They'll ride the hot hand.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They move the tight end all over. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one, 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to pass, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Roadrunners are in the red zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the UTSA offense will take over first and 10.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. On the move. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UTSA.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Extending the play. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTSA! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for room. It's Newton. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Second down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, UTSA 20, Tulane 0.
The Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Woolen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Green Wave will take over first and 10.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Barnes. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
UTSA offense will take over first and 10.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. From the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A little screen to the running back. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the single back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He looks that one in nicely.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line. powers forward. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the punishment has been extended. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisiana showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket starts to collapse. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Roadrunner. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Woollett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Picks up 3. 3rd down coming up.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They're bringing heat. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes you just got to give credit. Like, we had it covered. We knew it was a pass. Everything covered underneath, but the quarterback does such a good job of making that second play something special, pulling it down, getting the first down pretty easy.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He'll do it himself. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback.
UTSA 34, Tulane 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Barnes. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
42, Spider, go!
They'll go to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Okay, ready?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Cricket!
Jet sweep to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a great job seeing the motion, coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Barnes. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Tulane right back to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Give to the running back.
Running back with the carry. Brought down near the 18-yard line. 3rd down coming.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to run for it. The Roadrunners will have a 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better.